of the trade, there's a place we all know, where stories spill like paint and the real talk flows. Baz and Sean bring the banter again. Welcoming all to the Decorators Den. It's the life of a painter, the grit and the strain, the laughter, the learning, the pride and the pain, from pricing and burnout to jobs that go wrong. Every tale finds a rhythm, every struggle a song. New starters, old hands, voices mixing within, sharing truth like color in a freshly opened tin. They talk craft, talk care, talk the weight of the day, talk the mind and the mess, and the art in the trade. And when work feels heavy or you've hit your limit again, you'll find comfort and company in the Decorators Den. So raise your brushes and stories, let the chorus begin. You're never alone in the Decorators Den.
Hello, welcome to the Decorators Den Podcast with Baz and Sean. We are proudly sponsored by Told Tapes. Go and visit their website at toldtapes.co.uk. Enter, I forgot what the discount code is. I think it's
Den
15.
15.
What?
Den 15.
Den 15 for 15% off.
Because now the World Cup promo's finished,
Fucking
we're
hell,
back
Sean,
to being the...
Right, Sean's been on holiday and he's still fucking World Cup on the mind. That's bloody weeks ago, that now, Sean.
Aye, but they had a promo on for England, didn't they?
I know.
It's 30% off.
It was. And
And-
now
and
It's
how
not
did-
now.
How did England get on the World Cup? I've been on holiday.
I can't remember. I think it was better than Scotland, I think.
Oh, that
I
wouldn't be
think
hard
it
to do. I don't fucking support Scotland anyway.
No, I actually don't even know. I don't watch it. I know they didn't win. That's all I know.
I know, so do I.
To be fair, it was probably one of the only football matches I actually did watch,
Watch.
Was
and
it?
it was just shit,
Aye.
and it just backed up the fact that I hate football.
Anyway, this week's guest, we're joined by one half of LR Decor, and he's actually husband and wife partnership. We're really hoping to do the first ever Mr. and Mrs. on the Decorators Den podcast, but that'll maybe just have to wait for another few months. We're joined by Luke Rose for LR Decor, and Baz has already stole my catchphrase before we started the podcast, but I'm going to say it anyway. How are you, my man?
I'm all right, boys. I'm all right. Steady away. Steady
What
away.
have you been busy at this week?
This week we had a few fences to do, and never again. I hate fences. It just pissed me off. And we had a massive nursery, and we're doing exterior on that, so we just covered that in all coat. Well, looked good, to be fair, in the end. Easy
And
enough
so
to go on.
What's been the issues with the fences?
So I think with fences, the customer, and normally I don't like it when customers pick their paint. Obviously, we can tell them what product's good, why it's good, and give them a bit of advice. But she'd chosen this Ronseal previous to me even coming. And as soon as she said Ronseal, I thought, why? And it was just the worst paint. I must have put about 4 or 5 coats on, and it just wasn't doing anything. We went through 4 times the amount of materials, 4 times the amount of time, and it was just a headache.
Yeah.
Baking heat.
Aye, like
You know
so
what?
there's been
It's been, while Sean's been away, it's been absolutely red hot on it, Luke.
It's been absolutely ruthless.
scorching.
And obviously, I'm a ginger lad, so it's
I know,
not
it's even worse for you, isn't it?
not great.
But no, I was outside myself in that sun, and I remember you saying like you was doing that them fences and stuff, and I was doing some rough cast. It wasn't pebble dash, it was actual like rough cast.
Yeah.
And it was just, I felt like as I was putting it on, the roller was just drying. That's how fucking hot it was, and it was like, I don't think UK paints are really made for heat, to be honest. I think
not
that's
like
why
the
Juno's probably good.
Paint conditioners or anything in the summer, like obviously try and work in the shady sides, but you hate to finish your job, so at some point you're going to hate to work in the sun. But you ever tried on like the Smith and Roger flowing bond or the?
I have used that, but not on outside. I've used it exterior,
see,
interior.
It's really good because it stops the paint from drying really fast.
Does it? Yeah.
So to be fair, we use Flotrol on that all job.
I was going to say that, but I can never say the word properly. I use the oil-based.
I can't fucking say it now. Flotrol before. But I didn't use it on this job that I was doing, so...
See, I use their oil-based conditioner for my glosses and stuff.
Yeah.
But I use Smith & Rogers Flowing Bond for my water-based paint, because I like it for Aquaguard rather than maybe water and Dunmac. I maybe stick a wee bit of water in it, but I prefer to put a wee bit of the conditioner in it.
Yeah.
It's quite expensive, though. Kind of.
It is for what it is.
Because I mean,
doesn't it come in like a 1 litre tub type
1
thing?
litre, and I think they maybe do like a 2.5.
Did they do a 2.5?
Bottle.
Yeah.
Aye. I don't know if it's a 2.5. They do a wee tiny bottle, and then they do like I'd imagine it's like a litre or half a litre, and then they do a slightly bigger bottle. But it could be 25-30 quid depending on where you buy it for. Or I'm maybe buying it for the wrong place.
I mean, it is good.
25 quid when I bought it from Brewers.
And you like so if you're using it an outside project, that's £30 that you need to add on to your yeah, like if you're doing a normal sized council house, it's 40 litre of paint really, innit?
Yeah.
I'm talking semi-detached council 2-story, right? It's 40 litre of weather shield or masonry paint, and you need to add what is it, like 100 mil for every 5 litre or 10 litre. So there's a couple of 100 mil. You're no longer going through some of that stuff.
It soon disappears, doesn't it?
Innit? So there's, and the cost can quite spiral. I can't remember exactly what you put into it, but it can be. It's torture working outside, but can something in the heat? I fucking love it. I was born to work. I was born to paint in Spain. Like I should fucking move out of this country. I could do this podcast for Spain, like.
To be fair, it is nice in the sun. I like it, but I get annoyed. I get like pissed off when I get too hot. I'm done.
If I'm on a job, if I'm on a job that I'm actually enjoying, then I don't mind working in the sun. But when when it's a fucking shit job and you're just like the sun's not helping you, and you're just like, I can't. That's a reason I don't paint fences. Outright refusing.
And that's another thing. Before, just as well, you reminded me of that, Baz. So were you brushing the fence, brushing roller the fence?
So it were an hard one because there were sections that I could spray, but then there were sections where you obviously had the gaps in between, and obviously I didn't want any overspray into the next door's garden. I don't like that. So I sprayed the solid panels,
right,
and then I brushed and rolled the other panels.
Yep.
But what got me is obviously the old blooming thing where the gaps down the side of the fence, the little edges.
Yep.
Who owns what side of the fence? If I paint that, is the neighbour going to complain and things like that? Yep. And it's just a ball here.
Yeah.
It's tricky because you really need the customer. You should actually hear the customers speaking to the neighbours before.
Yeah.
But they never do they? They fucking never do. They just go,
sometimes, especially in bigger cities or bigger places, neighbours don't even speak.
No,
that's it. Yeah, even around here, half of the neighbours don't speak to each other.
Yeah.
Well, I've actually got a story on that. This is back when I worked for my dad years ago. We should have asked him about this when he was on. But I actually got the police out to a job when I was painting the fence. There was a old lady that should honestly be 95-year-old. Her husband had died, say, like 10 years before it. She died in a big, like, fat, stately home kind of thing down in a wee place called Bladnick, right? And he was like an admiral in the Royal Navy, so he was well up. They had money, obviously. Mrs.
Yeah,
Ashmore, I'll never forget her, right? Really frail old woman, brilliant. Wanted to tip you at the end of every day, by the way. Wanted to give you a tenner at the end of every day. But obviously, wouldn't take off a 95-year-old woman every day. But
yeah, that's it.
my dad dropped me in. Was I myself or was some? I think I was maybe myself this day. Maybe Scott or Andrew. Maybe were at the college. I think it was myself. They just told me paint both sides of that fence. It was just a maybe 5 foot high picket fence, right? So of course it was early in the morning when he dropped me off. So I went into the neighbour's side first, and I just started blasting up it. Now they had new neighbours, but because she had money, they had put the fence up like years before, and every year she got it repainted or whatever. It barely needed it. It was just a freshen up. So I'm coming down the fence. I'd be halfway down the fence, and he was old as well. He'd been in his 60s, maybe 70s. He came out, and he seen me working in the garden, and then he went away back into the house, and his wife came out and seen me working in the garden. Of course, I knew that they didn't speak, but she was paying for both sides to be painted, her fence. So I'm coming down on that, and he came out and he's, what are you doing in my garden? I said, I'm just painting the fence. And
what are you doing in my swamp?
It was fucking Shrek, yeah. No, it was a typical fucking all incomer twat, right? I hate using the word incomer because this neck of the woods is fucking full of them, right? But like somebody out with the area bought a house up here, like, so fucking dickhead, right? So I just said, I'm just painting the fence. No, you're to go out my garden. And I was maybe like 10 metre away from being finished, right? So I'm trying to blast on and getting these. I was wondering what you were. I thought you were trying to show something there, Baz.
It was doing me. I didn't be. I was sat on the side.
So Mrs. Ashmore, who had the woman that was working for, she had heard the arguing going on, and I mean, I was quite a fucking stubborn teenager. Like, I wouldn't have been moved by anybody easily. So she came out and she was trying to say, "Oh, we're paying for it," and they obviously didn't speak very much. And she said something like, "If my husband was here, he would have like told you." I can't remember what she said, but it was like he would have been telling you to do this and that. And this old bastard turned around to her, "Well, your husband's no here. He died over 10 years ago. I don't know where he'd got the information for." Well, I just lost my fucking rag, didn't I? So I stood up. Now, of course, this 70-year-old man, by the way, 70-year-old man who was standing above me when I was painting the fence, when I stood up, I'm a foot taller than him. I was like, "I'd advise you to get back into your house before I fucking deck you. You can't be saying that to an old woman,
No,
Ken."
it's
And
not.
it said that, like, he was obviously physically fit for being old, but she was really all and frail. So he fucked off back into the house and phoned the police. The police came out. By this point, I had a couple of metre left today. Just by pure luck, one of the police officers that came out, I'll not shout his name out because I'm maybe getting him bothered, but he came out and he said, I explained what was happening. She's paying for the fence, blah, 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 blah. He said, "How much you got left today?" And I was like, "I've literally got like 2.5 metre left to go, and I'll be finished their side, and I'm going to the next side." He was like, "Keep painting the fence. I'll get in and speak to them." And by the time, like, how long will it take you? I was like 10, 15 minutes tops. Like, it was a similar fence to what you're talking about with the pickets.
Yeah.
I went inside and finished the fence, and by the time he had come out, I'd fucked off into the back. But I hope Mrs. Ashmore eventually moved into a care home. I really hope that 70-year-old man fucking died too soon after, fucking old bastard. So that was my story. I just went off on you. It's just that I was thinking about the situation, thinking I've got a story on this.
Now you got to look after old days, though, haven't you?
Yeah.
And it's like,
It was like, because my grandparents both died quite young, or my closest grandparents, my granny's still alive in her 80s. That I really felt like angry. It was as if he had said that to my grandparents when he'd said it.
Yeah.
Okay, so I really felt it really blew my fucking lid. By the way.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I can imagine.
Would have done me, to be fair.
And I've got somebody else to say today, by the way. What else was got to say? Halfway through that. Oh, we'll speak about the Rutlands sander next week, Baz.
Oh, fuck it. Again?
No, I just wanted to hear what your initial thoughts were. But what I wanted to say about the Rutlands sander was, remember, folks, that
We're not getting paid to keep talking about Rutlands.
600 subs, and we're going to give a sander away. That's what I was trying to say.
Yeah. I've also started doing shorts on YouTube as well. So, you know, when I post on socials. Yeah, Baz.
I don't know.
Yeah, so what I've been doing
nodded my
is
head.
I've been putting the shorts on because if you remember originally, it used to come up and hide all the episodes, didn't it? But
I don't know.
it doesn't. Well, yeah, because you told me to stop doing it.
I know. I tell you,
Anyway,
I tell you, take
so
the fucking shorts off.
it doesn't
Well,
do
it was-
that anymore. It's in its
Well, it
own
was Ray
section,
Buckle.
so it doesn't hide all the episodes anymore. So, yeah.
I tell you, take the shorts off while it was Ray Buckle walking about Tesco while you were speaking to him doing tests. So get your fucking facts right.
Because that was the only one we had.
Aye, exactly, but it looks shit. Folk were Googling
No,
the podcast.
it was the
that
short
coming up.
clips, and those actual clips, and you was like, oh, take them off and blah blah blah. Anyway, I'm in control. I do what the fuck I want.
Well, excuse me for having an opinion.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Funnily enough, that's what our last says.
Fuck you and your opinion.
Anyway, what were you up to this week, Sean?
Yeah, what were you up to, Sean?
Well, last week I was up to
That was interesting. Anyway, Luke, so
last week I was up to that fucking
I was
door.
actually coming round to asking you about your holiday and stuff, but go on.
No, I was going to talk about that door.
Go on.
So I went back to work on Wednesday after my holiday, and I had messaged the customer when I was on holiday saying, I'm coming to paint your front door because it's nice and close to home, and I didn't like it. I could nip home, I could sand it, I could come home. Well, I went up, turned up
Is
at
it the
house.
same? Sorry, Sean. Is it the same house you was doing before your holiday? Because that was in your street or a little bit further along, wasn't it?
I did tons of work in my
Oh dear.
thing about it.
Yeah.
I did the windows. I would stain the windows and that, but I never put any pictures or anything on my
Yeah.
TikTok or all like that. But anyway, so she wasn't in, so I stole her front door basically, right? I took it back home. I sanded it back to bare or no bare. I sanded all the
I
shit
did
off
want to
it.
ask you about that.
I primed
How
it.
did you get the door off? Because the hinges are on the inside.
Fuck out of it.
Aye,
Took it clean off.
it was open. It was unlocked, obviously.
All right, go on.
Obviously, like how else am we going to get?
Oh
the
yeah,
door?
this is Scotland, not England. I forgot. You,
Well,
you guys can
leave
leave your doors unlocked. We can't.
My mum, I probably shouldn't have said this because my mum and dad are currently on holiday, but my mum and dad are away on holiday this week or these last 2 weeks. They'll be back maybe after this airs, and they hadn't even locked their house up. Their house will not even be locked probably.
That's mad.
Couldn't do that round here. Let me tell you.
Aye.
There ain't a
Well-
time where I'd happily leave the house without locking my door.
The joys of Dumfries and Galloway. Well, so I took the door off, sanded it, dremeled out the cracks, repair cared it, primed it, undercoated it, fine surface filled it, sanded it again, undercoated it again, undercoating with my sprayer. 2 coats of the satin top coat, sanded between coats. Took it back on the Friday whenever it was. 2 days work, 2 and a bit days work. Took it back, hung the door. She came back and she didn't like the colour.
So have you done it again?
She picked the colour, by the way. So I tell her
That red one.
the red
It
one.
looked nice, that.
Yeah, that was well nice. That.
Well, honestly, she changed the colour. I haven't even got a colour chart in here. She changed the colour one shade. Here, I got a colour chart. Oh, that's not that. It's Dulux
What was it?
Heritage.
Slightly darker.
Like one shade darker.
Yeah.
And so I thought, fine. I just bought. Then she decided she wanted high gloss tea, which was fine. So I just got. I usually get Mirinol, but I wasn't sure sometimes. I know going over the top of the on different satin. So I thought I'll just get Dulux exterior high gloss.
Yeah.
And it was a Florentine red. It's like a slightly deeper red. I thought, coat over the top of it, sand it, coat it, and it'll be fine. It needed fucking 2 coats, didn't it? So I had the new record, 3 full days nearly. When I counted up the hours, 3 full days worth of work on one fucking door.
It's nice, easy work though, because you'd already done all the prep. You'd already done all the fucking.
It's still annoying when you've got other jobs to like.
When you've got other jobs booked in, it's annoying when something like that, and it just knocks you back a bit, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And well, it meant I had to go there at night time, so I've been coming home from my outside job that I've started this week, and at night times, gone and putting a coat in that door, obviously sanding between coats, and it's like a mirror finish, like it's like Downing Street, but it's just fucking annoying. And then you hit a tick thing about the hours, and it's like fucking £1,000 door.
Yeah.
I mean, it's customer wants to pay it.
Get it sold, Sean. Get it sold.
Well, she got the invoice. She told me she was going away for the weekend today, so she got the invoice this morning. But I'll not get the. She always pays check. This customer.
Yeah, fuck that off.
If you follow me on TikTok, by the way, this is a customer that when I was standing speaking to her, I was in the middle of talking something about paint or whatever, and I'm blah talking away about paint, and she went like that. She took a snotter out her nose, a bogey out her nose. She took it out like that in her hand. While I was speaking to her, she ate it. And she just she stood like that, and I was like in the middle of talking something like, the clean extremes like blah, for example, the clean extremes like this, and I'll toad tape up around the door face, and when she did it, I stopped speaking, right, because I was dumbstruck. But then no just did I stop speaking, I actually lost my train of thought, so I couldn't actually think what I was saying. So I was like in the middle of saying something, and then I seen her doing it. I was like this. And then I couldn't get back onto what I was speaking about.
That awkward silence when you're trying to think of something to follow up after that she just ate in a snotter.
Speaking of dumbstruck, Sean, so I was in the shop the other day, because when was it? Monday it was, and I got to the register at the fucking cashier thing. I know what you're going to say, yeah. And mate, this fart, right? Obviously, I wasn't expecting it. It was just a proper, like, cartoon fart. It was like a... like, dead loud. And do you know when something doesn't quite proper shit you up, but it's like, ooh, like, what the fuck was that?
You look around, see if anyone's looked.
I turned around, and I was like, my first thought was, what the fuck? And then I'd realised what it was. My second thought was, that was a good 9 out of 10, that. Like, honest to God, it was. If that was me, I'd be so proud of it. I'd have been so proud.
And here, if I'm standing in the shop needing to fart, I'm the kind of person that fucking tries to like silently creep you out to.
Yeah.
I ain't bothered me. I'll just 9 times out of 10, let alone comes with me to Brewers. So she's my little freebie giver. So I just get her to ask for freebies. I guarantee, mate, because I don't want to say no to a kid.
Yeah, innit?
It works. So I just walk past her, I fart, and then I go, fucking hell, you stinky.
Oh, what are you like? We're going to have to get you to the toilet. No,
that's a genius tip, by the way.
I went to... I don't know why we're talking about shit, but I was on a job a couple of years ago, and the bedroom that I was working on was literally right next to the bathroom. And the guy went, I'm just nipping out. So I went, all right, yeah, no worries. I thought, I'm going to take this opportunity now to go to the toilet. I was on the toilet for a good 5-10 minutes. As I opened the door, obviously I flush washed my hands. As I opened the door, he was right there. Like, and I was like, how long have you been fucking stood there waiting to go in the toilet? I wouldn't mind, but mate, honestly, it stunk in there. I had a bit of an upset tummy, like, and it was stunk. And I was like... Shit, what, like, do I say out, do I just fuck off, what do I do?
It's that awkward eye contact, isn't it? Like,
yeah, because he stood right there, we made eye contact as soon as I opened the door.
Your toilet.
But what is the proper protocol there for, like, if you're working in a customer's house? Let's have a wee conversation about this before we get into the quick fire questions. What's your opinions on it? Like, you're working inside, you're painting a customer's bedroom. Here's the scenario. Baz, you used to like doing this scenario things, right? Here's the scenario for you.
Yeah.
Working inside, painting a customer's bedroom. You've been there a couple of days. You've been using the toilet. Customer's always there, in about the house.
Yeah.
You're bursting for a shite. You're no close to a supermarket or whatever. You're middle of nowhere. What do you do?
I just go.
You
I just
need to
go. So my rule of thumb is the first couple of days you be polite and just say, "Oh, do you mind me going to the toilet if I'm just having a piss or whatever?" "Oh, do you mind me going to the toilet?" But then, if I'm bursting through a shit and you can kind of tell what kind of customer it is. So if I think, "Oh, I better ask if I can go to the toilet," I'll say, "Oh, do you mind if I go to the toilet?" I'll scan the room, make sure there's air freshener and stuff like that, bleach, whatever, before I have a shit. If there's not, I'll just try and hold out until they say, "Oh, I'm gonna." If I know they're going out sometime in the day, I'll wait until then. But if they've not said anything, my action plan is look for air freshener, look for bleach, look for whatever I can to mask anything, and then obviously if I need to go, I need to go. But I will try and hold out if I can.
If I need a shit, I've got like 15 minutes to find the toilet, and then I'm shitting myself. Like,
yeah. Well,
but I've got a couple of tips for this. By the way,
if I've had a shit while the customer's there, I desperately need it. There is no waiting.
I'll take a shit and I'll look at them in face. Like,
there's just me trying to do the polite thing, Sean trying to avoid any kind of customer contact and going to the supermarket, and Luke's just going, "Nah, fuck it. I'll just go for a shit whenever
I'll go for eye contact after. I'll wait till they smell it. You can see it hit the nose, and you're just like,
he's not even shutting the door, is he?
No.
You're sitting there with the door open.
Luke's inviting him in. He's having a go.
It's even worse though when you've had a look around the room after you've had a shit. You can't find no air freshener, but you see some shower gel. See you there, just squeezing a bottle of shower gel just to get the scent out.
With the door, that's him rolling the toilet paper up with the door wide open.
Yeah.
No, I've got tips.
Go on. Sean's toilet tips.
Oh, right. I did some of these on my TikTok, but I'll no date them on the TikTok because I've got a couple of new ones that I should add in. But always check the toilet flusher as soon as you get into the toilet.
Oh, yeah.
It suppresses the noise. Flush your toilet, flush and listen for the cistern filling up. You know the toilet's working. Helps you with noise suppression. If you keep deodorant in your van, like Lynx or something in your van, keep it in the door of your van. It doubles up as the air freshener. Obviously, you're going to walk in and they're going to smell. It smells like Lynx and shit mixed together, which is a terrible smell. But it's better than just shit. And this is my best tip ever, and I use this all the time. See, when you're bringing your dustless sander, your hoover, or whatever into the job, always have them in the job first and last, right? See if you're needing a shit. Get into the room, put your hoover on, or your extractor on, so it's making the sucking noise.
Yeah.
Go and take a shit in the toilet, and it's great for fucking noise suppression. Obviously,
I thought you were going to say
shitting
dustless then.
That's what I was thinking
then. Don't shit in your hoover, no, don't do that.
Shit in your Rutlands or something.
Shit in your fucking up your £1,000 marker, like.
We'll get on to my experience of the Rutlands soon as well.
Alright, we'll maybe do that. We'll keep this episode about Luke. We'll do that next week, and I'll speak about my holiday maybe next week if anybody actually is interested in my holiday.
Maybe Luke wants to know about your holiday.
I use Rutlands as well. They're fucking banging.
Oh, you've got Rutlands too. Like,
I've got the extractor. I've got the drywall sander, the 225mm one, and I'm getting orbital as well.
Oh, yeah.
Even better. So we'll get on to that. Right, let's do these 20 quick fire questions. Are you ready? Which is no more questions, by the way.
I'm ready.
If you do the whole thing in Scottish, it'd be great. Like,
You put me off now. Fuck's sake.
It's hard when somebody tries to make you do the accent, isn't it? Painter or decorator?
Banter.
Powder or ready mix?
Powder.
Ladder or hop up?
I'm a ladder guy.
Favourite brush?
At the minute, it's the Hamilton Prestige.
Ooh.
Sorry,
how many
pause that a
inches?
sec. Pause that a
What?
sec. I've never had, well, we've never had anyone say, I'm a ladder guy.
And then me there, welcome to Pride Week, everybody. Me going, woo! How many inches?
Oh, it's got to be 18.
Hey, that's a good looking sausage, that.
You twat.
Laser, spirit level, or plumb line?
Plumb line.
Most important thing in your lunchbox?
Shit, this is one that Speaking got stuck on, wasn't it? Now I am.
Plumb line.
Your spirit level
Yeah.
in your lunchbox.
Me e-cig. Can't go without it.
Your e-cig.
Cannot go without it, mate.
Interior or exterior?
Interior.
Oil-based or water-based?
Depends on the job, but I prefer oil-based.
Really?
Yeah, I
left-handed
do
or
like
right-handed?
oil-based more.
Left-handed or right-handed?
Left hand.
One tool that you would cry if you lost?
Elizabeth.
Yeah. Shit. Probably my little multi-tool, my little scraper, my fucking screwdriver all in one.
One of the ones with the bottle opener.
Yeah,
stuff,
yeah.
isn't it?
Comes in handy for everything.
Fair choice.
Hey, that's a good looking sausage, that.
Sand by hand or whip out the sander. You've really put me off with that.
I'd rather just whip out sander.
Marca, Festool or Rutlands?
Team Rutlands.
Yes. What's worse, runs or roller lines?
Fuck. I'm gonna go roller lines.
Mask up or cut in freehand?
Same again, depending on the job, I prefer to freehand it, but being safe, mask up always. Can't cut straighter than a tape.
What tape are you using for your mask?
Or toe tapes. Why would you
There
use
we
all
go.
else?
Great fucking choice. Great answer, by the way. New favourite guest. Dust sheets or fancy protection?
I'm going to say fancy protection.
Synthetic or pure?
Yeah.
Ladders or scaffolding?
Ladders.
Paint with silk or strip wood chip?
Oh, fuck. Now, you boys know I hate wood chip, but I would still rather be on wood chip.
Yeah.
Fair choice.
I'm not stand still.
The final question, and widely regarded as the most difficult question, Baz or Sean? Remember who invited you into the group, by the way?
Remember who sent you the
Can't
link
just
to this
pick Baz for
podcast?
that. I don't know. I'm fuck shit. I love both of you boys. You're both absolutely hilarious, but I'm gonna have to go Baz.
Oh, do you know what? I was getting ready to then say, "Oh, we'll both take a point then." It's all right.
Baz,
Nice
that's
one.
E-cig.
What
vape?
What flavour?
Hands up. I vaped when I was on holiday, by the way.
Did you?
And then I funny actually coming home. No, that I was addicted, but I came home and I sometimes buy them when I'm on drunken nights out, and I'll just lay them up on a shelf and I buy the wee slim. I don't know what they are. I just pick on it. And I lay it in the shelf. Who's never touched them until maybe the next time I go out, I'll take it or I'll grab it. I was away 10 days in Lanzarote, and about maybe 9 out of the 10 days, I bought my Alice's daughter she's like 20-year-old. She smokes something like, and I kept taking her in. And I thought, fuck it, I'm just going to go and buy myself in for the holiday. And Natalie was going, don't be getting fucking addicted. And I'm like, no, I can drop it on any time. She coming home on Tuesday or whatever day I came home, withdrawal symptoms. So like I binned it coming out of Lanzarote Airport, by the way. I thought, I don't need it after I came back. See, the next day, I was kind of like, no looking for it, but
Sean's been stashing his e-cig in his van for
Man,
Natalie, didn't tell him
rapping
off.
for e-cig.
no, I'm probably fucking 10 years, nearly, I'll be, or fuck knows, I'm 10 year probably off cigarettes. I would hate to get back to smoking.
Yeah.
Yeah. To be fair, I'm glad I stopped smoking cigs though. Every now and again, I'll if I'm fucking having a shit day, I'll have one. But I completely stopped just for e-cig.
Well, what I was going to ask you was, see, do you find that you, like, obviously you hate, if you were to smoke a cigarette, right, you'd hate maybe one, and it would be a couple hours later before you were to smoke another one. See, with the e-cig, I find myself, like, I don't know if it's maybe because I was on holiday, but, like, when you're bored for a split second, you're like...
Yeah, 100%, mate. I sit there and I'll smoke that throughout the day, more than I would cig, but it's, I don't know, I ain't going to try and say it's better, it's this, it's just, it's a lot cheaper, and it doesn't stink like shit. Like, if I smell cig smoke now, I can't stand it.
No, I'm the same. Fucking
And especially if
when
you're
you
going
walk
into a
past
customer's
someone and you
house.
fucking reek of smoke and you're thinking,
Yeah,
oh.
when you walk into a customer's house or something like that, and you're stinking of smoke, and they just look at you and think you're a piece of shit from a council estate or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh, I think it's worse maybe on like a rainy day and you come in and it clings to you more.
Yeah.
No, I just wonder, and see if you're in a customer's house, do you just vape, like if you're working away, you're in a bedroom or something?
To be fair, if what I normally do is I'll go in and you can guarantee from 5-10 minutes of meeting the customer whether they're going to be all right with it or not. I always double check. I always say, do you mind if I use my vape inside, or would you like me to step outside? And if I do need, if they turn around and say, I'd rather you not, I'll just pop out every now and again and just have a few a week up. But if they turn around and say no, crack on, I'll just smoke it out. But I won't just sit there and just vape all the time.
See, what I do is I'll see if they're doing it inside, and then I'll ask. If they're not doing it inside, I'll just go outside and do it.
Yeah, that's it. Just treat them like, always treat them like they don't smoke.
If I've not even seen them with a cig, I'm not even asking. I'm just going to go outside and do it.
Yeah.
But like you say, it doesn't leave a smell alright. So I mean, if you were in a bedroom or something, they would never know.
More addictive that well, obviously you hear the nicotine, even if you hear zero nicotine, they're more addictive for the reason they've got some kind of, I don't know what to call it, sugar, but I'm going to say sugar. It's got like a sweetener or a sugar in the liquid that you put in.
It's all the flavours. That's what gets you addicted.
That's what makes you addicted. So it's not like you're getting
a habit. A lot of it's just a habit.
Well, do you know
you
what?
Get into that rhythm now. If I don't have my e-cig for a day, I'll punch my nan in teeth. Like it does me in.
Do you know what? I didn't even smoke cigs, and I used to, like you were saying with your daughter's e-cig. I was out with my mates e-cig, just having a puff, and then every now and then I go, oh, let's have a go at that, and then that's how I started, and then I started buying my own, and I've smoked them ever since. I didn't even smoke cigs before that.
That's obviously what I didn't want to do. Like I felt quite strong in my resolve when I was away on holiday. I thought like, I'll be able to come off this. And I mean, I had that one that night when I came home. Like it was like maybe last Friday night or something, or maybe before. But I hadn't touched it again since. Or I think we binned it that night. In fact, so. No, it's not like I've been gone with the shakes and that. It's just funny how.
Lucas, it's been 37 minutes and he's not stopped thinking about it, have you, Luke?
I've been it for 9 days and I'm
already. Hey, I'm looking down at mine, but
you can have a smoke, you can puff it.
It's all right, boys. I'll wait. I don't want. If any of you today are watching this podcast, you can kick it.
you, you're going to see me doing this, weren't you? I'm like,
Yeah.
coming up with a great cloud of smoke. And Baz will be like, did you
Is that
vape there? And
Sean?
I'm
Is
like,
it your internet? Luke,
was
you
there
won't
any
get
other-
that joke, will you, Luke?
the
That is it your internet joke?
About lagging.
No, so
no.
I fucked about with the settings, and Sean was going, my fucking screen's dead pixelated, and I'm going, is it your internet? And then he's like, no, it's not the internet, and I'm like, oh, is it not this? Have you sorted your internet? Have you paid your internet? And I just kept fucking saying shit. It's not my fucking internet. And it turned out it was me.
It was him. And so just on back to before we move on, 20 quick fire questions. The audio of Elizabeth or Elsbeth saying the Herrick Baz.
Hey, that's a good looking sausage, that.
I've kept that in my back.
I'll be
pocket for
honest.
about-
I thought that was Luke.
Mate, I didn't even realise it was Elizabeth until you said
No,
it.
that's
Mate, I thought it was Luke.
I've had that in my back pocket for 2 months maybe. It was in the group, and somebody put a sausage in it or something like that, and she voice noted it, and I said, "Oh, that audio's got potential," and
I remember that now, yeah.
And I had my secret tech person. Shout out, secret tech person. I'll keep your identity very secret.
It's alright, I know who it is.
I think I know who it is.
Not very secret, that, Sean.
Well, I was told by my secret tech person to no tell them who it was. So if you know, you know.
I think I've got an idea.
Hey, that's a good looking sausage, that.
Right,
I
no
was-
more now.
We're really hoping you were both going to be on tonight, and when
Yeah.
it got to the how many inches, it was going to be played if you were both on the Mr. and Mrs. So we'll keep it.
She's
Well, I
nice.
feel
To be
like-
fair, she would have come on, but she gets right awkward with stuff like this.
Sure.
Next time,
Yeah.
couples special.
Hey, there
But,
you go,
I'll tell her
Valentine's
that
special.
I'll tell you were both sorely disappointed, and she's ruined.
Will I bring
the
our
whole
partners
podcast.
on with us?
Yeah.
I'll bring Natalie on with me, and Baz will bring Dave on with him.
Just have a big 6-way.
What
Happy
did you say
Pride
then,
Month.
Luke?
So we'll just have a big 6-way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sounds like a plan.
You ain't seen Dave?
Martin
Dave.
keeps tagging me in videos on TikTok.
Questionable videos.
Yeah,
Oh God.
he's ruining my For You page. He's contaminating it.
Oh, he's been tagging me too, and he's been making my For You page better.
Oh, have I?
Aye.
They don't even send me videos anymore.
Oh well, Martin, if you're watching, stop tagging LR
See,
Decor.
They're leaving me out, Martin.
Do you know what
We
makes me?
had a thing.
Do you know what made me laugh? So every morning, Luke would always be voice noting on the group and stuff. Luke would always be voice noting, and then as soon as he like calmed down a bit, people were like, "What? Where's Luke? What's happened to Luke? Is Luke
Yeah.
alright?" And it was like he's just actually working for once.
To be fair, you know what it is? Like, I'm absolutely fucking riddled with ADHD. I have been since I was like knee-high to a grasshopper. And I'll have days where I just can't be
Yeah,
fucking
to a
arsed.
grasshopper.
I just can't be arsed. But then there's some days you can't get me out of the chat. And
Yeah,
I'm just on it.
yeah.
Yep.
See,
But-
I'm in a little. I don't have HDMI, alright, but I'm in a bit of a thing at the minute where I can't really be bothered talking in the group chat. I'll click on it every now and then, read the last like 2 messages, and then I'll click back off it. And then if there's something worth replying to, I mean, sometimes I'll just chip in just because I've not spoke for a while. But
I'll chip in. I try and chip in as often as I can, and obviously, if somebody mentions me, if somebody actually says something, I'll come in and react or answer back or whatever.
what if the
Yeah,
at all?
John likes it when you're at all.
I was just gonna
Aye.
say, what if you at all?
No, I just ignore. If I look at what the at all's about, and then I just ignore it if it's nothing important.
Right, everyone, comment on Sean's next video at all.
Yeah.
Not on this episode.
I had a
On the
fucking
next
video
one.
do really well this week, by the way.
Wait.
A repost. The Costa
Oh
Coffee
yeah,
video.
I've seen that. Yeah, done
I
really well
fucking
on that.
posted it last year, original content, and it got like 7,000 views the whole year.
Well, I
Posted
actually stole your idea on that, but
posted it this year, and it got nearly 700,000 views.
yeah. That's
You know how
good.
do you know how to get views? The easiest way?
Get a knob
Put
out.
your rollers in a washing machine at the petrol station.
In a public washing machine.
Yeah, I got over that 1.5 million, and then it just disappeared.
Did it?
I
Yeah,
was the
it's
same
vanning.
with my sex video last month, wasn't I, with my video where I put it on with the audio.
Yeah.
It's mad, isn't it? It's delayed.
1.9 million views over 3 days, and it just dies off.
But you don't get no warning either. This is the daft thing. I didn't get no warning, no anything. It just disappeared. I thought, you
Aye.
fucking bastards.
Oh, they
I
took
don't
the
get
video
why
down.
though, because you haven't really
Yeah,
done
they
it
took the
wrong.
whole
It's a
video
public
down. I
washing.
didn't get no
Alright.
warning. I didn't get no. It just disappeared off my page. And it was
Right,
probably
so
the
like
best
that.
video I've ever had.
Because it's putting rollers in a washing machine against TOS.
Apparently so. But there was no warning, no violation, no nothing. It was brilliant because I was getting so much shit. But I had hundreds of people looking at my page every day. I
Yeah.
had thousands of comments on it, and I was just engaging with it, and it just boosted my account so much. And I thought, I'll just do it again. As long as you don't put them on a hot wash, you're all right.
Is it?
Well, I've told the story on here about when I fucked my washing machine, by the way. So I'm gonna stay
I think this is
plainly in the side of
the wrong kind of podcast, Sean.
what.
It's PG-13.
Talking about
innit?
fucking washing machines. What you do in your
Oh, well-
private life is up to you, but
You just seen one screwing filter all now. Man, you dirty bastard. Come here.
Well, let's get back on to decorating. How did you get into decorating?
So
Or
I started off.
whenever you want.
Well-
Start from the very beginning.
So back in Stone Age, there were a time when it needed colour.
In Stone Age,
In
there's a
Stone
car
Age.
on road.
We don't even. We do say that. No. But no, I was working with my cousins. My cousins used to work. They had their own company, and they took me on, and they taught me everything I know. And then I stopped working with them for a bit. I was working with them for quite a while, and so I did that for a few years, and then I had a bit of a break, and I thought, fuck it. I love doing it. It's a job I absolutely love. I have my shit job, but you got to take the rough with the smooth, haven't you? And it were our lass who actually turned around and said, "Why don't you set your own business up?" But
so
yeah,
are you
fuck it.
self-taught?
Yeah, so I'm self-taught, fully through and through self-taught.
I think people get a lot of stick for being self-taught, but honestly, some people just have a natural knack to it.
Yeah, that's
You know what
it.
I
To be
mean?
fair, I'm one of these. I won't say I'm the best painter and decorator in the world. I'm decent. My
Right,
work's
right,
good.
great episode. Goodbye.
No, I agree completely. Like, neither are we. We don't sit here pretending to be the best fucking day. I
No.
get proud of my work. Could my work be better?
Oh, yeah, that's it.
100%. Aye.
I won't
I
ever
look at-
leave a job if I'm not satisfied with
Yep.
the finish. If I feel like I need to redo something, I've done it before. I've wallpapered a wall, and the customer said, "That's absolutely amazing. I fucking love it. This, that, and the other." And I noticed the tiniest
yeah.
little bit.
Yeah,
And you yourself are your world's biggest critic,
yeah.
because no one's going to examine that wall more than yourself, because you're looking for faults.
Yeah, but I don't know if you think the way I think, but the way I think is if I've noticed it, someone else will notice it.
Yeah, that's it.
And
Definitely.
Another decorator coming in, looking at your work and saying, "Who did that?"
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. You want a decorator to come in and think, "Fuck, he's actually done a good job. How can I do
Exactly.
better than this?"
Yep.
But I think pride's the biggest thing with me. Obviously, your name's attached to your job.
Yeah.
You don't want
yeah.
no negative reviews. You want them to go around and tell the neighbour, their auntie, the next door neighbour's dog. You know
Well,
what I
it's
mean?
like not long back, Luke, I said to Sean, I say a lot, not long back, it's probably about a year ago now. We've been doing this nearly a year now, Sean.
Have we? When's the
so-
birthday?
What?
When's the official birthday?
I know it's in September. Just talk a sec.
Hello.
So I was gonna. So you were working with your cousins.
Yeah.
So how was that? Like, so you said they owned the business. What did you get on?
Yeah, they
Well,
owned the business. I got on with one of my cousins more than the other.
Yep.
And it people say you can't work for family.
Yep.
And I'll back that. It's not for the faint-hearted.
I work with my dad too. By the way, I completely agree.
But I think as regards to teaching me, it was good because we had the banter that we had all the time when I was growing up anyway. So
Right.
it was second nature to me, that banter. So it wasn't like
Aye,
I was a
aye,
labourer on a site or
getting
something. Do you know what I mean?
Getting a bit of shit for them.
Yeah,
never
yeah.
felt
And
it
fucking
was
hell, I've been
brilliant.
ginger for 30 years, mate, so I could take shit.
Exactly.
So, and
What was I going to say? So you say like you're working with them, but you're not treated like an employee in the same sense. So you
exactly.
get the banter, but then you're maybe getting fucked off, and you'd think, well, you wouldn't treat an actual worker like the way you're treating me,
Yeah.
and you're like, oh, you're not coming out this tomorrow because it's pissing me out and we've got fuck all for you to do. Whereas if you're an actual employee, they would have to pay you proper wages to take to bring you out.
That's it.
Ken,
That's
and that's a bit annoying working with family when things like that happen.
Yeah. Well, when I obviously I went solo by myself on that set up LR Decor. When I was doing that wood chip job, it was my cousin that had subbed that work out to me.
Right.
But we had a bit of a bust up and it all kicked off. And I went, I tell you what, fuck it. And I act with that. And that's what I walked off it. I thought, I ain't getting myself into that drama. I'd rather do my own thing. I'd rather just work for myself, choose my hours, choose my jobs, keep that respect there, and just move on.
And I mean, if your standards of work are like you say, where you try and keep a high standard, but not, like obviously none of us are ever going to say, oh, we're the best decorator in the whole of Britain, but keep it like so that when another decorator comes in, they think, fucking hell, what a job they guys who made it.
Yeah, that's it.
Then nobody can say on.
I don't know, I'll have to find out. Fucking.
Oh, that and you don't know.
It was like towards the end of September.
Well, I think we should class the official birthday as the.
I'll find out the exact date, but I'm just not spending the whole episode bloody trying to find it out.
I think we should class official birthday as episode 1.
Yeah, I'd do that. I'd go for that.
Whatever date episode 1 went out, that's the official birthday.
Found.
What was going so I can't even remember what's going on. So what year? How many years ago was that when you'd worked with them? And then obviously you said you had a wee break.
You know, when I smashed my wrist in at first. I'm talking probably about 10 years ago. I first started.
Started with them.
I was with them for quite a while, and then I had a bit of time off. Obviously, I fucked my wrist up.
Right.
So
and
then that's what stopped me working.
By a bit of time off, do you mean like you're away for decorating, or just until your wrist?
No, I completely changed. So when I did my wristing, I just give it a bit of time before coming back to work completely because it was just fucked. And I ended up working in warehouses and that, and it just stuck in that mundane 9 to 5 working for someone else. And I thought, fuck this, what am I doing? I thought, no, I want work for myself.
We've
Putting
Have you
money
ever
in other
worked
people's
alongside
pocket.
any other decorators?
No, I've never worked under anyone else, just them.
And well, we've had Foxy on that had ADHD. Obviously, yourselves got it, and who else did we have, Baz? That somebody else that
Painter.
was
Mr. Painter, yeah.
Mr. Painter.
Mr. Painter's riddle.
With Ray on, and I actually think like ADHD almost needs you to be creative in some way, doesn't it? So working in a mundane Monday to Friday shift work, warehouse work, doesn't suit somebody like yourself, or
Whose
doesn't
mind's
seem to.
always
That's
active.
it. That's it. There.
And I think maybe like decorating or cooking, or there's certain things that seem to align for the decorating trade, whatever.
Yeah.
But decorating seems to give people like that.
I think I've got a bit of ADHD. You were talking about that then, and I looked to the corner of the room there. I forgot I've got him. I've got a customer's shelves here in my dining room, like massive fucking 5.5 foot shelves, about 4 or 5.
But for painting at home.
Yeah, because I wanted to
Right.
save time on the job, so I've been paid now off that job, and I said, "Oh, I'll be around tomorrow, drop my shelves off." I've not even
How
started
long have you
painting them
forgot
yet.
about that?
I've not even fucking started painting them.
Fuck's sake. So do you think I imagine you think the same, like the ADHD? Does it help?
Yeah. I think for me, what makes it easy for me to do painting, it's going from one thing to another.
Yeah,
So like seeing the change is a big thing for my ADHD because
Yep.
it's visual. It's not like you could write down on a sheet of paper a job and say just do that, and I'm like fuck off, no. But if you
Yeah.
describe it to me and I can see this, if I can see it in my head,
Yep.
I'll be able to do it, and I enjoy
do you
the
like
process
to
as well.
visualize stuff?
Yeah, massively, mate, massively.
Well,
but I enjoy going through all the different processes.
Yeah,
Blank Canvas was the same. He said something. He almost word for word. Blank Canvas said that it was like that's how his name of his business came about, because he looked at every room like a blank canvas, and then by the
Yeah.
time
Yeah,
he was
that's it.
finished, he was thinking about it in. So interesting that some of the traits kind of we've had 40 guests. Say I don't know how many guests we've had. We've had 40 guests, and we've heard that like 5 times. That same
Yeah.
kind of thing. That's like I don't know. I'm going to Ellie and Nuko myself here in percentages, like, but that's like fucking 10%, 15%
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
guests what I've had.
yeah.
So it's
It's
not
mad,
a
isn't it,
number,
though?
like.
Because I think it's a funny one because you get mundane jobs. Like there's some jobs that I absolutely hate. I absolutely detest hanging wallpaper.
Oh
Right.
dear.
Absolutely fucking can't stand it. I can do it, but
See, I love
just,
it, me.
I price
I
it
love-
silly because I don't want to do it.
I love a bit of
Right.
paper in me.
So I'd much rather be painting. I'll do it interior, exterior. I've got my sprayer.
Yeah.
I'll do cabinetry and things like
Yeah.
that. But I don't even want to do one wall because
Aye.
to me, there's so many variables that can go wrong.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like your paste could turn out shit. Your wall, no matter how much you prepped it, sealed it, got it all ready for the paper. Slight temperature change, the humidity, it just
The
knackers the
paper.
job.
The
Yeah.
paper
Paint of the
itself.
car.
Yeah,
Aye,
well, do you
I
know
agree.
what? Why you're on about that? So this living room I've been papering this week. Obviously, it's been quite warm this week. So I've had, before I've even started, I've had they've got little vents in the doors. So I've had all the vents open. I didn't want to open the door and let all the heat in. They had like this massive fan. That's been blowing, and I've been making sure the room hits like a cooler
Yeah.
temperature than the rest of the rooms, just so then
Okay.
it's not going to fuck the job up. And then I've told the
Yeah.
customer keep that fan on for a good few hours after I've
Yeah.
left, just so then
Aye.
it
It's even
keeps.
worse when they think, fuck it, we'll put heating on for the day for you, and you're in there, you're dripping with sweat, and you think,
Yeah.
this is just going to dry too quick and paper's
Yeah.
going to shrink.
It's torture. Yep.
Yeah.
No, I do get what you mean regarding the papering, like, but I mean, personally, I enjoy it enough to problem solve all the variables and stuff. Whereas obviously you don't enjoy it, so you're just gonna go.
Stresses me out,
I'm not
I'll
gonna
leave
bother
it.
fucking telling you all this. I just don't want to do it. Simple.
I think I kind of agree with Luke there that no, that I'll do them. If I've got a customer that's wanting wallpaper today, 100% I'll go on and do it. It doesn't bother me. However, there's easier money to be made just painting and elsewhere. You can and
100%, mate.
like,
100%.
I think myself, like you're making what, 400 quid a day, or like, I'm not saying it's costing you £400 for me to paint paper a day, but say 400 quid including your materials for getting in wallpaper and a feature wall or a couple of feature walls for somebody, and it can be stressful as fuck. You're sweating your bollocks off because you're scared, because if you're that much short on a bit of paper, you've got 9 drops and you're that much short, the day's fucked, your money's fucked. Whereas painting a wall and you can see filler flash and it can be fixed quite easily.
Yeah.
A big drip goes onto the woodwork and you're not painting the woodwork, it can be fixed quite easily. Again, there's less that can go wrong, and it's not just as stressful, Ken. And I kind of
That's it.
And it's not that much money, Ken. Wallpaper. I probably should take a bit of advice off you there. And
see, I do. I charge more for papering than I do painting.
See, I just charge a flat rate, and I probably should charge more for wallpaper now.
Yeah, that's what I do. Because, like you said, there's so many different variables, whereas that's why I can enjoy it and fix all the variables and whatever, because I've charged more than I would for painting.
Yep.
Yeah.
So,
definitely that.
My next question is, what came first?
The chicken or the egg?
The girlfriend or the business? Because apparently, then it would be it would be a girlfriend before, obviously, we'll come on to the newlyweds. But
she saw the money coming in and was like, "Oh, look at that decorator."
We'll have a bit of that, buddy. But no, to be fair, it were her. We got together long before the idea of the business. And it was when I was sort of in between jobs, and I said to her, I said, "Fucking, I think I want to do painting again." And she backed me 100%. And I tell you what, the one person who's like backed me with the business more than anyone is the mother-in-law.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, they offered to front me money for tools and stuff like that, and I says no, I'll do it myself. A bit more pride in
last week
doing
when
it
I had to
myself.
buy a new fucking van?
Hey,
Where was she last week when I needed a new van?
it's on my side. That's on my side. But no, it's like without all them backing me, I don't think I'd have done it.
Do you know what though? It is nerve-wracking as well, setting up on your own. So you having people behind you going, if you need this, I'm here. If you need that, I'm here. We'll support you, and we've got this, and we'll help you do that. And I think that is a big thing for small business owners.
Do you know what the hardest part was for me? It wasn't none of the company's house or the working out the taps or out like that. It was quoting. Because I'd always been the labourer, I was never involved in all the quoting. So when it came to quoting my first job, I didn't want to come across as being a cowboy by charging 50 quid a day. Yeah. But then I also knew my worth as well, and I thought, where's that median? And now, when it comes to, I'm still learning now. Like, there's still certain things I haven't done myself professionally that I've done previously, but I haven't been involved in the money side. So that's where I'm a little bit like, hang on a minute. Yeah. This is where I'm stuck. But everything else, I'm fine with. I've got confidence to talk to people as well.
Well, I wanted...
Exactly, you sell yourself more than you sell your business.
Exactly, mate. Exactly.
I wanted to ask you about when you first set up and stuff, because... So, what was your first job? Was it a family member or a friend or something, or was it an actual customer, your first job on your own?
First job I did was a family member, and it was more as a portfolio builder.
Yeah. So
The
what was?
if we-
So my actual question was, I just wanted to know that, but my actual question was, so your first real customer, what was that experience like? Because obviously, going through your mind, you're probably thinking, can I do this? Am I pricing it right? Am I doing that?
yeah.
So when you've got your first real customer who isn't a family member or a friend or whatever, what's going through your mind, and
To be fair,
how did you price it compared to how you price it now?
it was difficult, and all that were going through my mind were, I cannot fuck up.
Yeah,
And I think I let myself down with that because I think I was more on edge than I am now, for example.
yeah.
And I just priced it I just worked out how many days I thought it'd take, how much it's going to be in materials, what I want on as a profit, and then I just went off that. But the first time I did it, I was a little bit more like, shit, got to be professional. But I'm the sort of person I can walk into a room with people and I'm comfortable in talking to people. Yeah. I'll make friends with that person. I'll find a common ground and bounce off that common ground. And by the end of it, it's like we've been on a couple of jobs recently. The customer bought me a box of Guinness, Elizabeth box of Stella, and a box of Yorkshire tea because we'd had this long-standing joke about Yorkshire tea, and it was nice to know that you're making that good impression.
But exactly, I think when customers give you wee things, like I got work for a customer last year or year before, I think it was maybe last year, and I got a tray of double yolk of eggs. It worked for an egg farmer, big massive millionaire egg farmer, and he gave me like two trays, like fucking eggs, right? And I said, and I was like, I would honestly rather get something like eggs than getting a £20 tip or a £100 tip. It means so much more to you getting like, because he'd just been like, obviously he's a big farmer in the area and he owns a chicken farm and sheep and all this, and he'd said to me, do you want a couple of trays of eggs before you go? And I'd said, aye, going on, like, what kind of eggs do you want? Big eggs, wee eggs? I'll be like, I'll take some double yolkers, like, it came with obviously two yolks. Right. Mate, I'm not joking, it went away. It must have been 48 eggs, I would say. 48 double yolker eggs, like.
You've got to be yolking.
Yeah. Okay.
See, hey, I fucking cracked a joke a second ago, and no one even noticed. He walked over both your eggs, and I just sat there like this. Sorry, Luke. I'm not going to say no.
I didn't hear your joke.
I never heard it either.
See, another one. Completely over your head.
I mean, it would have been better if we were talking about shellfish, but
I know.
Okay.
Shell. And,
well, to be honest, you did make a secondary joke. I cracked a joke while we were on about eggs.
I know, that's what
So...
I feel like now I'm left out with the fucking chicken jokes. I mean, it's very egg for it, because I'd said what came first earlier on. And
hey, that's a good-looking sausage, that.
I'm gonna have to shout her just so she can come hear it at some point.
100%.
How
does it work, by the way? Husband and wife, like
that. You stole the question out my mouth, Sean.
To be fair, and I ain't even trying to lick arse here when I say it, but it's sound. We've never had a problem.
It does for the outside look like you had a great team, by the way.
You do.
We don't fall out. Like if even at home, if we have an argument, it's done within 10 minutes. We sit, we talk, we explain where each of us upset and annoyed, we sort it. And at work, to be fair, she can tell if I'm annoyed and I'll tell if she's annoyed, and we bounce off each other. Like I'd rather work with Elizabeth than work with any of my previous employees.
Yeah.
Yep.
See, I think that's such a massive benefit, because I know you're male and female, but Kirsty at KNV works with her. I don't know if they're married or not, so I'll say partner. But
I think is
she married? But Kirsty works with her wife as well, and they seem to get along so well while working together.
Yeah, to be fair, not a lot of people can do it.
I would fucking throttle my wife if I work with her. I would. She's probably in that living room listening to every word right now, but I would fucking.
Do you know what?
I
will be honest. Kerry's come and worked with me a few times, and I actually enjoy it.
To be fair, she wasn't even
cracks
interested
on
in
with the work. Obviously, she's not doing a massive amount what I'd just kind of stuff I'd be doing, but I'm getting her to do stuff and she's doing it and not fucking out up and whatever.
So talk us through how this. So obviously you and Elizabeth got together when you were between jobs, when you went off of your wrist.
Yeah.
And then did you start up your own business? Did she start from the very beginning with you, or did you start up and then what happened?
So when I started up, obviously I bought everything, I got everything ready, and I booked a few jobs in advance with the idea of going on my own. And then she turned around the day before and she went, "Can I come with you? Just because I'm bored." And I said, "Yeah, if you want." And I wasn't thinking she'd enjoy it. She absolutely detests painting. Like, I painted her whole house before we were even like thinking about doing the business, and she did not do any of it because she just couldn't stand it. But then she just fell in love with it. Like, it's mad. She picked up a brush, she hadn't put it down.
Right.
And her favourite brush is at Speckos, and we test out different brushes all the time, and she's got her stuff, I've got mine, and now she cuts in absolutely mint. Like, she's been doing it years.
I don't know if you can see behind me there, Luke, but Kerry's been doing our house. There's tape on the spindles. She's done the handrail green, the frames, the skirtings, and she's done all right. She's actually done all right.
Fair, she's the crack on.
I always say women are better decorators than men because they can multitask.
Yeah.
And I think men are very horse blinkered. I've said it thousands of times in this podcast. They're very focused on one singular task, or you can only be focused on one singular task at one time. That might be thinking, "Oh, I hate to go up the stair and touch up that bit in the ceiling." When you're halfway up the stair, you think, "Oh shit, that spindle needs another coat." You get distracted. Your focus then goes off the ceiling to then onto this spindle, and before you know it, you've forgot about the ceiling and you're onto something else. Women can be like, "Right, I'll take the brush up to touch the ceiling, but when my way past, I'll hit that spindle a coat." And
that's it.
Women can multitask so much better, and that's how I think they.
To be fair, Elizabeth does a lot of she'll help me plan the day out as well. So we'll talk through before a job, and we'll think about what needs doing, what order's the best to make most out of the time.
Yeah.
And sometimes I'll go in and I'll start doing one thing, and then I'm like, "Fuck, I can't do that because now that paint's wet. I can't sand that." So now I'm like, "Fuck, shot myself in the foot." But it looks mint. Anyway, I'll go start that, and then by the time I've started that, I forgot that I need to do that.
Yeah.
So now she keeps me sorted, and we'll talk about whatever. And you're right. They can multitask a lot better than us.
So it sounds like you've got quite a good team, between the two of you, because I think and there'll probably be stuff for her side too that if we ever get her or get you both on, we'll have to ask her. But
I'd probably piss her off some rotten, to be fair, but
I bet you on the money there's things that she'll say you'll be so much better at. Like, just like you say, she's better at organising, planning, and multitasking. The stuff that you're maybe not very good at, she's brilliant at, which it's like.
To be fair, I think it's like the material knowledge, the procedures, and what to do, and troubleshooting and things like that. Or if things go wrong, I'm the cool, collected one. Like, you could put me in a situation where most people will crumble, and I'll be absolutely sound. So I'm better at the troubleshooting, the actual processes involved, and she'll often say to me,
"Troublemaking."
Yeah, it's all right. But she'll say to me, why are we doing this? What's the reason we're doing this? And she wants to learn. And
Right.
it's nice to know as well, because I can actually teach without
Yeah.
being like patronising and stuff like
No,
that.
no,
Aye.
but yeah, if you've got
I start
knowledge that
going off
Elizabeth
topic, I'll end
doesn't,
up talking about why they came up with certain pigments and certain things like that, and goes down a rabbit hole, and by the end of it, she knows how to mix fire and ball.
yeah.
Right.
And it's, you know what I mean?
Yep. Don't fucking say faro and ball in this podcast.
Sean's a big
It's
fan of
shit.
fire and
It's
ball.
absolute shit. Absolute shit. I've only ever done one fire and ball job, and I think it was the worst paint ever. I would rather have jizzed in my scuttle and wiped that on the wall.
Aye. And the Decorators Den is proudly sponsored by Faro. No, I'm joking.
That'll never happen.
No, I wouldn't like it. They could offer us fucking $5,000 a month, and I'd tell them to stick it up their fucking faro and bollocks arse.
get the fuck.
Do you know what? Fire and ball have nice colours.
Yeah,
Best
but you
mix.
can get most paints.
Best
You can
mix
get most
in
paints
Clean
colour
Extreme.
match into all fire and ball colours.
Let's fucking go round the room and see if we can say something nice about faro and ball.
Right. So fire and ball are
You can't even think. The logo looks cool.
oh, the logo's lovely.
Logo's fucking terrible too, by the way, innit? I don't think I ain't anything nice to say. Let's just skip doing that.
I'd rather use Wilco's own paint.
No,
Oh, didn't even get me
No.
started in it either. It's fucking. I had a nightmare with it too, by the way.
I'd rather strip wallpaper, wood chip
Aye, I'd rather
than
strip wood
fucking.
chip.
I've
and then
used
paint.
Wilco's and it's fucking terrible.
I'd rather strip the wood chip and then without any prep work, paint the walls with silk.
Yeah, innit?
Yeah, to be fair.
Aye, without zero prep. So, when did you start your own business? So, obviously, you'd been painting for you started painting about 10 years ago-ish. You gave it up for it. So when did LR Decor start?
That started sort of the end of last year. So LR Decor is still only in its first year, so we're
Right.
still only really finding
And-
its feet properly on the
And you're
road.
Yeah.
relatively newlyweds too, aren't you? So obviously you've worked
Yeah.
together and you're recently married too. So Baz had already asked you about your first customer. I want to know about best customer, and I want to know second story question 2, if you will, worst customer.
So best customer was in a village near me called Balby. That was the couple that actually gave us the gifts at the end.
Yep.
We'd turn up on the morning, and we'd get a cup of tea straight away. As soon as we walked through the door, it were anything we needed, they were on it. They were the most polite people ever, the most down-to-earth people. They recommended us actually after that a couple of more jobs and things like that. And it was just such an easy job. Like, the processes that I had to follow were just easy. The rooms were already made ready for us, radiators off the wall. There were
Right.
sockets off the wall. There were
Makes such a big difference when all that's
Mate,
already
it's
done for you.
like, I
mate,
don't mind
honestly.
taking them off, but if you do that for me, it's like you've laid out the red carpet for me, and I
Is it-
want to do a better job for you already.
Yeah.
Yep.
But
I agree with you. Like,
for
And then worst job was it, Sean?
wood chip wallpaper,
what you had was that the one you were recommended for your cousin?
yeah, it was this massive Grade 2 listed building in Wetherby, and it was spread out across 2 floors. This shit was just relentless.
Yep.
It just wasn't coming off. I had blisters all over my hands. The customer
And that
was
was
just
the day Elizabeth started working for him.
But it was just one thing after another. Never again.
Yeah.
Just no.
And so that'd be your worst job. What about customer though? What about
Worst customer were. I don't know if I sent any photos to the group actually, but it were other side of Leeds, and I got called to finish from a previous decorator, and it was just apparently it was just touch-ups and things like that. So I'd gone in, I did all the touch-ups, everything that needed to be done. I eggshelled the door frames and skirtings. But I got called back because the kids were booting the football at the wall, and it was fucking Farrer and ball.
Yeah.
Right.
And it marks instantly.
Farrell football.
Yep.
And rather than them trying to sort it out, rather than sort it out, I had to repaint it. But then, because I was repainting it, some areas were coated more than others. The colour was stronger. It wasn't blending properly. The ceiling, they'd repainted the ceiling 3 times because it just kept flashing.
Farrowing football has flung me off to Farrowing football, man. Just let's get the laughing at our system. The shit jokes in this fucking thing, the shellfish joke, the egg jokes, the cracking joke, whatever else we had. The one that fucking breaks is Farrowing football.
The only thing to do with it, really, isn't it? Kick a ball at it.
And it's probably that you should have said that's the effect. You've had lime wash.
Yeah.
You're getting back in touching up, and then of course the touch
Yeah,
ups.
kids were just big cunts, mate. Kids were just booting ball at it all the time, and wife were just the most pickiest fucker ever.
Yeah.
I don't like this, and like when you see on the arcs nowadays, on architraves and stuff like that, tiny little dints from like factory made wood.
Yep.
Like, don't get me wrong, I will rectify as many marks and blemishes that I can.
Yeah.
But there's certain things I can't repair because if I put a bit of filler on, it's just going to flick off anyway.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I did it, and I just humoured it, and I eggshelled the doors, and then 4 little kids came running in, hands all over fucking door frames, and I'm like, you little fucking turds.
Yeah.
I said, I can't work like this, mate. I said, I'm not coming back.
Do you know what? I hate that shit because not necessarily kids in particular, but pets as well.
Yeah,
when people got fucking cats mainly. Dogs are generally well behaved, but cats, you've just done this job, and then they go, oh, we just touched that up. The cat's done that. Like, what? Stop the fucking cat doing it then.
The wet wood.
Slap the cat with a brush when you get in it.
Yeah, innit?
If the cat walks into the pro tip,
I say now to people, keep your pets away, keep kids and pets away, because if I need to come back, I'm going to charge you for it. If it's your fault, if it's my fault, I'll rectify it free of charge.
Yeah.
But if it's your fault, I'm going to charge you for it. It's my time anyway. It's going to end it there.
As you were on about then, Luke, you was doing that job because the previous decorator got kicked off the job, and you were going around doing touch-ups.
Literally, the previous decorator turned around and said, "Fuck that, I ain't coming back for these reasons."
Yeah.
He walked off the job because of it.
The job I was on, I think just before Sean went away, that was the kind of job I was on. So they was expecting me to just do touch-ups and stuff like that, and I said, I need to start from scratch. As if nothing's ever. I need to do the full lot. I'm not just going around touching bits up and doing this, that, and the other. I said I need to do the full lot.
Yeah. The thing is, people don't realise that even if you've got the same paint, there's the chance of it flashing.
Yeah.
When you're doing single areas, like you could have the exact same paint and the exact same colour, and it could just be that tiniest little bit off, and you're gonna know.
All you need is a bit of fucking natural light just beaming on that one bit.
You could literally roll a wall and a fly or some shit hit. You touch it with something and you see a mark in it and think, I've got the paint still out. I'll run the roller over just that area again and see when it dries. You can sometimes see the area you've touched.
That's it. I'd much prefer to do the full wall. If the customer says, "Look, XYZ touching up," I'll say, "Well, I can just do the full wall for you because," and I'll explain why I'd prefer to do the full wall. Like, I don't want to leave a touch up for you to notice, and it just don't look right. I'd rather do it properly.
Yeah, definitely. Because at the end of the day, if you were to just touch it up and it does flash, you're the one getting the blame.
Exactly. So I make a point now of saying to people and explaining why us painters do certain things,
Yeah.
and they don't realise as well, like,
To them, it just seems
obviously,
unnecessary, doesn't it? But
yeah,
it really
yeah,
isn't.
especially with ceilings as well. Like, obviously, you boys will know what I mean when I say critical lighting.
Yeah.
Like,
Yep.
there's so many times where you can paint a room to your best ability with the best product,
Yep.
but if you've got too much light and too many sources of light,
Yeah.
it's gonna look like it's patchy. It's gonna look like
Aye.
you've got Roman
Well,
arcs.
The ceilings are like that sometimes.
Do you know what?
Yeah.
The best
Aye,
example of that,
millimetres.
Luke, is... Sorry, did I interrupt you then? Sorry.
No, go on.
So the best example of that for me was... So I had a customer a while back. I think it was only last year, I think, actually. So he had, in the hallway, you got all the natural light from the kitchen, the natural light from the front door, and it was all shining on this one wall. And I'd sanded it all back, and I did a thin layer of the brush with the cutting in, and I just rolled everything. And just near the light switch, you could just barely see a bit of brush mark, just a literally tiny bit of brush mark. And he went, "Oh, can you just touch that up?" Because he wanted it absolutely fucking smooth as fuck. And I was like, "I can't just touch it up." I said, "I'm gonna have to sand the whole wall again and restart the whole wall again." Because you've got all this unflattering light fucking hitting your wall. No matter if I just touch that up now, you're not going to be happy. He went, "No, it'd be fine, honestly, just touch that up." So I went, right, touched it up. Looks shit.
Yeah.
So to then, he said, "Oh, I don't want you sanding all the walls and everything again. Just do the full wall." And I said, "Well, if I do the full wall and I don't sand it all, then obviously that's building the paint up. It's not going to be as smooth as I've just got that then." And he was like, no, it'd be fine. So I was like, right, painted the wall. Sure enough, you could see little, like, more bits of little flashing and more. I said, it's not. Anyway, it got to the point where I ended up just saying, "Look, I've spent 2 days on this now, having to keep doing this and doing that and do it." I said, "I'm not doing it." I said, "That's the last time now that I'm doing it."
Yeah.
He rang me, I think it was like 2 days after. "Hiya, Baz, I've tried doing that wall myself. How did you manage to get it to look so good? You've been complaining."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you've literally spent 2-3 days complaining about it, but now because you can't get it to the standard I got it to, now you're fucking complaining.
That's it,
But
mate.
see,
100%.
all that could have been avoided, Baz, if you just listened to a professional decorator.
Yeah. Do you know any?
You're telling them, like, if I touch that wee silly brush mark up,
Yeah.
it's gonna
leave a fucking little.
It's gonna look
Especially
shit. You're gonna see what I've touched it up.
What's it called? That it's not unflattering light. That is it. What's it called? That it's
critical light.
No, it's got a different name. Obviously you can call it critical lighting, but it's got like a fucking where all the fucking. I'll find it out and I'll
Can't remember.
I'll do a little video on it, but
Yeah,
it's where all the fucking.
When I worked for the last company, they had a plasterer that worked there. It's not the plasterer that I slug off all the time. It was actually another plasterer that did this house. Plasterer.
Yeah.
And it was it's right on the edge of the water. Remember maybe about a couple of months ago I did a gable end. Might have put it on the group. And I was working right at the beach. Well, I painted that house with my last company for the company I worked for inside. And there's about a 10-minute spell every day. Well, it'll actually happen twice a day. When the sun rises and the sun sets, because there's windows at both sides of the rooms,
You can
the
see
sun comes down so low that it shines right across that ceiling, right? And like the sealing, if you're to rub your hand along the ceiling, it'll feel smooth. You don't feel
Yeah.
it like. But see, for that 10-minute spell, like if I think he's talking about getting the inside of that house painted at some point. When he gets it painted, if I'm there during the sunset at some point, and I'll try and make sure I am there at sunset, I'll take a picture of it, and you wouldn't believe it's the same ceiling. We've seen
Yeah.
it just in normal daytime and seen
yeah.
it for that. And I think sometimes you explain that to customers, like, see that I bought we'll come on to it next actually, I bought that Rutlands light,
Yeah.
and it's got, it's like
The game changer, mate.
10,000 lumens, right? And you can shine it across walls. And I kind of bought it for that reason. That say I'm into a room where it's got loads of prep needed, and then I can shine that across each wall, and I can do the filling and sanding as best to my ability as I can, right? Obviously, the customers are going to walk in and be like, "Fucking hell! Look at the state of that plaster work." But when you remove the Rutlands light, it's going to look
You
fucking
can barely
perfect.
see it.
Yeah.
Barely see it.
Exactly. So it's true, like what you're saying with the, like, whatever we're going to call it, critical light or not natural light or whatever. But that low level fucking light, or certain times of the day, even when the sun passes that bit, and there's, I mean, I've been on new build houses, and you literally the sun maybe passes past a window at a certain point of the day, and you're looking at your walls that you've painted, and you think you've made a great job of them, by the way, and you're thinking, fucking hell, look at the nodules and bits of dust and a roller line even sometimes. You're like, I've left that in somebody's wall, Ken, and you think it looks great.
Yeah.
And then it causes a headache because you think, fuck it, I'll go back and do it. And then you can't get
You
it
can't
any
fight
better.
against light, that's
No,
the
you
problem.
can't. And I think if you try and fight it too much, you end up making it shit.
Exactly it happened with Baz's customer, you're right.
Yeah.
Sorry, Baz, if you want something else to say in that.
No, so in a couple of minutes, we've got one more trade. We've got a trade confession.
Right.
So.
Well, I just want to ask first, before you do the trade confession, we've had 3 or 4 guests on that used the Rutland setups. Everybody's been singing praises about them. I gave it I think I've still got my bit of paper sitting. What did I get? A 4 out of 5, Baz, I think.
Yeah.
I think I got my bit of paper sitting. What's your thoughts on... explain what you've got and everything about it.
So I've got the M-class extractor, and I've got the 225mm orbital wall sander.
Wall sander,
which has got the light on it.
Yep.
I love it. I think it's probably the best piece of kit I have.
Yep.
It's completely changed my work because I can see, like we were talking about, it adds that light in awkward angles. So you can gauge where needs more work. And God, if I could put the sander up to certain walls and you think, fuck, that needs doing. But for the build quality, for the price, for what it is, you can't go wrong, mate. Don't get me wrong, everyone wants a Merca or a Festool or whatever, but I like them. I like the look of it as well. It's served me great.
I kind of echoed what you said there a couple of weeks back, or last week, or whenever the podcast went out. Exactly the same, apart from the build quality, because a stupid wee sticker kept flying off. But I actually said that I regretted buying my Leros without trying the Rutlands first, because I own the Leros, but in some of the ways I preferred the Rutlands for likes of the light.
Yeah.
I know I keep going on about it. I
See,
did think it was a big plus for me. Like,
I've actually been using the wall sander. I've rated it about a 7 out of 10. Now, don't get me wrong, it is a good sander. I'm not putting it down at all. Just because it's a 7 doesn't mean it's a bad sander. But what I will say is, for the amount of noise it creates, it isn't outputting as much power as you think it is.
Yeah, no, I'll agree with that one. I will agree with that.
But obviously, you're not paying Merca prices, so it's not like you've paid all this money and it's still not putting out that power. But I think
It's 4.5 times cheaper, by the
Yeah,
way, than
but I
Mercury.
think
Yeah,
for
that's
me, as a professional, I would probably head towards buying a Merca, a wall sander, or a fest,
Yeah.
or just something with a bit more power, because I've been doing quite a lot of sanding, because like I said to you, Sean, I'm going to really put it to the test and stuff like that.
Yep.
But I don't know whether it might just be me not putting enough pressure on it or what, but I felt like all the cracks that had filled and all the holes that had filled, once I'd gone over with as I was going over with the Rutlands, I felt like it wasn't really sanding. I had to keep going over and going over and going over, whereas when I've done it with my Merca or like my small orbital, obviously you go over it a couple of times, but I felt like with the Rutlands, I was going over it a lot more than I would
Yeah,
with the
I've found
Merca.
that a few times. But
See,
I
I
think
put
it
it.
all depends on what sanding discs you've got as well.
See, I was using an
Aye.
80 grit because that's the only one Sean gave me back.
Was it the
I
ceramic?
do
Was it the
I do
mesh one?
apologise.
Yeah. But
Yeah, that's
again,
all I use.
that might be another factor. It might just be that mesh that isn't it, because I know the pads you get with Merca, they're slightly different than them. Are they the pads you got with the Rutland, Sean?
I never got any of mine.
Confession to everybody. So I sent Baz out the sander. Baz, obviously, I used it and sent it out to Baz. I don't know if I said this in the episode or no. Obviously, it's been weeks since we filmed that episode. And I sent it out, and then it was to till about fucking 5 o'clock at night. I went to put something in my van because I was finishing for my holiday and realised that the box of the sanding discs that Rutland sent us out with all the different grades, I hadn't
Yeah.
put. I might have half them. In fact, I don't even need them because I've got the Lerosians. I've got the Marca Leros sanding disc, so I don't even need them. But I didn't send Oni to Baz. I sent him the one that was stuck to the sander.
Yeah.
So
But yeah, regarding the Rutland as well, what I will say is, which is a big positive, you get, I don't know if Sean's give me all of them, but I got 2 attachments, and
you got them.
one of them fits my Henry. Now,
Yeah.
Right.
with the holes being so long on the wall sander, I was expecting the suction to be a bit shitter, but it wasn't.
Yeah.
Like that the holes on the on that Rutland's wall sander, it's fucking bob on. You still
Yeah, I
get
can't stand the
still get-
hose.
what?
I've got a couple of issues with the hose. To be fair, like
Yeah.
Right.
obviously you know when you've got you know when you set it up, you've
Yeah.
got 2 different types of hoses, haven't you?
Yeah.
You've got one more rigid hose, and then there is
Rigid.
one really flexible,
Oh, you've got.
and it's the connector for me.
Right.
That the build quality on that connector between the 2
Trying
hoses.
to take it off.
No, it was
No.
just too loose.
What was
But
it?
apparently, I seen somebody online saying about that today because I know. Obviously, I plugged mine into my Marca extractor. Apparently, even if you buy the Rutlands extractor and you buy the Rutland sander, that you hate to cut down the hose. You should cut it.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Aye, and I don't. I mean, we don't own the extractor, but that's definitely a flaw. Like,
Yeah.
if you're hating to
Yeah,
physically
100%.
cut
I
that
mean,
down.
the idea behind making it integratable between all your sanders and your third party sanders and things like that is a good idea. Like Rutlands, I don't know if you know about the company themselves. They were mainly like a woodworking company.
Yeah,
Aye,
yeah. 'Cause
they are.
They
they
do a
do.
lot of stuff like that.
Yeah.
They do.
And then they started doing all the other bigger stuff and then painters have jumped on it. The idea there itself is fantastic. I love the compatibility that Rutlands have.
Yeah.
But I think it's like there was a couple of the connections, like silicon connections, and I
Yeah.
just don't think they're tight enough. Like they could do with being just a little bit
I
tighter,
wonder
or
if-
even Just have a longer
Temu or
hose, a single hose.
or Temu. I wonder if Temu has maybe got a solution or for something like that. I wonder if.
I just duct taped it.
I tell you who the person that we need to speak to about making something like that is It's Kyle at West End Decks.
100%.
He's the kind of person that would be able to. He's the problem solver when it comes to stuff like that. Same with his pads and stuff. So he's also got Shopify going now for viewers or whatever watching. But
yeah, he stocks everything. He's even got the 225mm discs as well for Rutlands. So if anyone needs any
off them yet, but
West End Decks is your man.
Massive amount of sand and abrasives for all different sizes, so it'll be a long time before I need to buy them again. I bought them my paintbrushes and they weren't as good as Abernet's.
Do you know my favourite thing that he sells on his site?
Go on.
You know that little hole punch, the spring-loaded hole punch?
Oh, mate, I've been using that so much.
It's so fun. Just sit there going, ping, ping, ping.
I actually had. Because I've been using it since I've got it. I've literally found any reason to fucking use it.
Yeah.
So I was using it this week. So my customer has had a dad coming round, and he's dead old, but he likes keeping busy, and he put the fucking your floor trim.
Yeah.
He was putting the floor trim down, and he's got this hammer, and he's fucking trying to hammer this little nail in and stuff. I went, hey, let me show you this. And I'm going like, mate. I don't think I've seen him smile as much in my life, because I do quite a bit of work for him as well. And mate, he was non-stop smiling. Just once he'd initially hammered the nail in and stuff, he was pew, pew, pew. Oh, I fucking loved it.
It brings you back to your childhood days with slingshots. That's all I can say.
When I first seen them on TikTok Shop and folks showing them, and I'm like, get a fucking grip. I've got a nail punch and a hammer in the van. I thought they're a fucking gimmick until we got the ends for Kyle. And it's never out of my pocket now. It's great because you don't need to even go and get a hammer.
Do you know what? You're not fucking smashing your fingers. You're not doing all. It's just
exactly. And even if you've got, it's them hard to reach places. When that piece of furniture that the customer just can't move for whatever reason, and you've got to get in and just knock in a nail. You've got enough room just to ping it in.
They're fucking powerful as well.
Yeah.
Mate. Always hate intrusive thoughts. I want to put one on a piece of glass.
Yeah.
Mate, I was literally just thinking about it when we started talking about it.
Sean's like when he gets stuck in a river, break glass in emergency.
I'd love to get onto a bus and just sit there and go.
I'm glad I've got my West End Decks fucking thing to save the day.
But before Baz does his trade confession, extractor, shit, great, because we've had mixed reviews.
I've been really curious about it because I've heard you can only use it for 30 minutes or something.
Absolute bollocks.
Is it?
Absolute bollocks. I used it last time. The last time I used it, we were on that nursery job. I used it for an hour straight. I started one side, I went all the way to the end.
Sorry, I thought you was going to say I used it for 31 minutes and it was fucking perfectly fine.
No, to be fair, mate, I was going to time. I said to everyone I was going to time it. I was going to work out. But I must have used it for about an hour and a half at a time. But a lot of the time, when are you physically going to be sanding in a room? When are you going to be using that pole sander for that amount of time? Anyway, it's a weight in itself. They are heavy, so you'll stop for a minute anyway to move it. So rather than putting it down on the ground and leaving it spinning and the extractor on, just knock it off for 2 minutes.
Yeah.
But I like the self-cleaning thing on it as well. The self-clean, the filters.
Do you know what I did notice when I took the pad off? I took the sheet off. It had some little fluffy stuff inside. You know the holes, the suction holes. There's some little fluffy. What is that?
What, on the extractor or on the actual?
No, on the sander. You know, when you take the sanding sheet off, you've got the
So
little
when you
holes
take
where
the sanding sheet off, there's obviously it's like a face plate, and you can remove that, and it's just a solid plate.
Yeah, but inside the little holes where the suction is, where all the dust goes, inside the holes, there was little bits of like fluff.
I've not even noticed it, to be fair, mate.
Have you not?
Mine's out in shed at the minute.
It was when I first opened it off Sean. I noticed it.
You don't know what I've been doing with.
Builds in it.
Sean's been fucking
I
sanding his
filled it up
bed.
with my pubes before I gave it to you. Nah, I'm only joking. I didn't have any pubes.
You've been doing a special officer doofy with extractor on it.
Shitting in my extractor and then wanking into Baz's new fucking whatever it was.
But no, yeah, so Rutlands, I like how flexible it is as well. You've got all the different rotation I don't know if Mercury has it, so I can't really thingy, but so obviously where the head is, there's so much flexibility there.
Oh, it flexes like that. But I thought you meant the airflow thing.
Oh, the airflow, that is also fucking good as well.
Have you actually like had a look at the specs side by side of like the numbers side by side? They're not massively far off.
No, but I looked through it with the Leros versus the Rutlands wall sander, and on paper it puts it as Marca just edging it by minimal margins on stuff like the RPMs like 10,000 to 12,000. The weights, it's like it's 2 pound lighter, and there's very marginal stuff in it. However, I found personally that with me having the Leros for a while and using the Rutlands, that side by side the figures, the tiny margins make a massive difference in my opinion. The Leros,
definitely. Especially if you've used it yourself, the Mercury and things like that.
The Rutlands lights better, and I like the way you can alter the airflow. I don't know. I can see how it can be useful. I don't know if it's definitely needed, right? The lights are definitely a big thing for me, but I think the weight difference, the quietness, the powerfulness of the Leros, it puts it further out. But price wise, like I said at the very start, if you gave me the choice before I bought the Leros and I was to buy the Rutlands, I'd buy the Rutlands because I could break 4.5 Rutlands and it's still going to be cheaper than what I paid, like £917 for my Leros.
Yeah, they are expensive.
Rutlands is 195 quid or something like that. It's 200 quid.
Yeah, I would definitely say if you are in the market for a sander and you haven't really got a big budget at the minute, I'd definitely recommend a Rutlands.
Yep. Yeah, 100%.
And I also will for anybody watching it, I'll make sure when I write the blurb, obviously we're sponsored by Toad Tapes, and Toad Tapes will be getting putting their tag in it too. But I'll also add the link to our Decorators Den through our thing, because it helps the podcast.
Yeah.
So if you're going to be buying,
and also if you haven't tried Toad Tapes yet, go and give it a try, because I think there's a lot more people giving it a try and realising how good the tape actually is.
I didn't think it was going to be as good as it was.
Well, I was I was the same.
What was you saying, Sarah?
I didn't think it'd be as good. No, but it's fucking cracking product.
I was pretty shocked because I've always just really mainly focused on mask.
Yeah.
And obviously since I tried Toad, it's just so good.
And we got the boys on for Toad Tapes, and I hadn't tried it yet, but I'd seen Kyle and people using it. And then after we got the boys on, me and Baz both spoke about it when Perry, Wes and Cullum had came off. And they seemed genuinely like they're for the trade. They were wanting to build a product that was good, and there was no fluff with them. Like they were honest. And when they came off,
Fuck off.
What?
No fluff.
I
No
got from that.
fluff.
Aye.
Say the real words. Don't fuck. No, there's no fluff.
Do you care what that means?
There's no bullshit.
Aye, that's exactly.
He's Scots player, innit?
Eh?
It's not fucking
Bullshit.
PG-13,
You're not-
Sean.
You're no fucking American. You can wear a trucker cap, but you're no American. There was no bullshit with him. And when they came off the podcast,
Good
I was
boy.
like, exactly. Came off the podcast, and I thought, I'm going to fucking try it. And then I bought it, and no, I had low expectations. I thought, like, they really spoke their product up, so I was expecting it to be really good. And then the price point, it being like £2.50, not even £2.50 a roll. I bought I think I bought a full box, and then I was like, fucking hell, this stuff is dynamite. So I think my van absolutely stopped with their gear now. Like,
Do you know what though? I think a lot of people just expect it to be a cheap knockoff of a different brand, which I'm not going to name.
Well, I was quite surprised with it. There was a post in the Decorator forum.
Yeah.
And there was like a couple of comments on it, like, that were kind of against them, and I thought, like, you've obviously hadn't tried it, because we were kind of a bit like that.
Yeah.
And then once we tried it, we were like, it's fucking amazing. So honestly, I implore you to get out and fucking try it. Implore, there you go, Baz. There's a big word for you today. Word of the day for you there, Baz.
Word of the day.
Sean's word of the day.
Token.
Right. Trade confessions.
Right,
I'm
trade
needing a shit.
confessions. There's only one this week. I'm trying to build it up for more people, so we've got a few to read each week. But so this trade confession is from Smarter Decor.
Oh dear.
So
Oh, no.
This could be a good one. Jordan's fucking mental, isn't he?
yeah,
Are you all ready
Painting-
for this one?
painting the
He was
customers.
our first ginger on the podcast, by the way, so
I'm not ginger anyway, it's African sunset.
Better
strawberry
than
blonde.
strawberry blonde. So Jordan says, painting the customer's downstairs loo, and it was the only thing I was doing, so was in and out between drying times. Came back in 1 sec. Fucking eyes, I've gone
Fucking
blurry.
reading like a primary school fucking kid here. Came back and it was up a tree and the
No.
tree was blue.
I need to fucking zoom in. So it actually says came pack in.
Pre-read these, would you?
That's
What?
probably just a spelling mistake. He's probably meant back.
That's why I automatically corrected it.
Even
Came
before that,
back
you were like
in
this, so
to pad some filler down, and as I walked in, I was welcomed with a half-naked lady who decided she didn't want to go upstairs or lock the door. We didn't speak for the rest of the job. Could you imagine the awkwardness?
Just
And I bet,
opening
do you know
door
what? I
and be
bet
like,
they fucking they made the eye contact, didn't they? And he was like,
oh yeah.
and you get
The
like,
thing
oh,
is, you've got
sorry.
to hold the eye contact though. You've just got to.
Jordan,
Stand there
I hope
like
that
that.
is a true story.
And that's well, it will be a true story because
Because it's Jordan.
Jordan. I'm very surprised it didn't help Witty say it, but I just imagine him going, "Oh, I'm really sorry, and closing the door again." And then you get away thinking, "That fucking wasn't my fault. Like, she should have locked the door."
Yeah,
Innit?
100%.
Hang on a minute, why the fuck am I apologising?
It's even worse when you've gone for a shit and the customer walks in on you.
or if it's you, and you don't even hear the fucking door closed, you're just sitting there. Or they come and I'm doing a shit, and they thought, I thought you were in that other room because I could hear the extractor going. I'm just sitting there like shit.
Or someone goes in and turns it off for you. Didn't want it to keep running.
Aye.
But no. So I wanted to ask, have you got any bigger plans for LR Decor?
To be fair, I think just want to keep doing what I'm doing, mate. To be fair, I wouldn't mind doing a bit more exterior work. I ain't really got no massive plans in pipe work. I'm just happy being steady away, mate. Do you know what I mean? If I can keep money going, keep work going, happy wife, happy life, all that shit. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
But I am gonna go on a few courses actually. Obviously I bought the airless kit, but I want to do a proper course on it and just
well,
get the most out
Sean
of
went
it.
on the
I was just
Dulux
my
Academy
fan
course,
earlier,
didn't you, Sean?
Yeah,
Again,
I watched that.
we're no sponsored by them or anything, but we did email Mark. Was it Mark when it and I don't know if it went to spam or something, but if anybody kens Mark at Axis Noble or Dulux Academy, tell him we're trying to get in touch with him because we'd really like to get him on and speak about it. But no, even in that book, mate, if you're going to one of the shows, you'll pick up the books and they've got an incredible amount of different courses, 1-2 day courses. You can get
Yeah, definitely. I've had a look, to be fair. I'll be booking myself on something like that.
What spray did you get?
I same with the Rutlands. I cheaped out a little bit just because obviously the time money wasn't massive, so I thought I'd just get what I can. I got the that Erbauer. Yeah, do you know that Erbauer 600 watt one?
All right,
Right.
yeah.
That's the one I've got, mate, and I just got some Greco tips.
Yeah.
And I tell you
How
what,
are you finding it? Is it decent?
It's great.
I mean,
The
I'm
only
not
issue I've
expecting
got
it
is
to-
the hose. The hose is just a bit stiff and it's a bit awkward sometimes. But apart from that, it does the job.
Yeah.
If you keep it
Baz,
clean and look after it, mate, it's sound.
You quite like it when it's with a stiff hose, Baz, didn't you?
Yeah.
Baz
So
loves the stiff
basically,
hose.
the stiffer the better for me.
Yep.
Loves it.
That was a great time for you to fucking press that. Oh, look at that sausage.
I was actually in the middle of scrolling down because I have to keep scrolling down to press it, and then you mentioned it, so you've ruined it
keyed at
now.
your number.
Baz on soundboard.
Hey, that's a good looking
we'll just
sausage,
wait.
that.
Do you know what? We should do that.
shout
So
her,
what I'll do is
to
I'll
get
just
to
keep
do
a
it.
collection, and we'll just use everyone.
Wait till-
Anytime we add something to the soundboard, I'll just keep it and just play random ones on people.
Wait till the end of the episode and then shout her so that we can keep it for our when we eventually get his bath on for the Decorators Den, Mr. and Mrs. I think that's going to be a great plan. Like,
Oh yeah, I'll convince her. Like she's never. I've used to do streaming and stuff like that. I'm quite comfortable behind the camera, where she's not.
everybody's the amount of guests we have on that are nervous before coming on to sitting here in a crack with us.
Yeah.
And I say to every guest, see by the time we get to the 20 questions, by the time you're finished them, the nerves are gone, and every guest agrees. This is actually been quite.
My nerves were gone the moment he said hello. Do you know what I mean?
But I kind of prefer. We've had loads of guests kind of similar to you, where there's no homework needed. It's just like a general fucking chat between three mates, like, and that's what we want the podcast to be.
Yeah.
That's it.
Okay.
Definitely, mate.
But no.
So, is there anything else you want to say, or we ain't covered before we let you go?
Hey, that's a good looking sausage, that.
For fuck's sake, that's going to fucking haunt me for the rest of my life, innit? And this, if anyone's watching who's thinking about joining, Decorators Den or ends up in the group chat or out like that, word of warning: photos do haunt you. Voice notes do haunt you, and the boys are it's just banter.
It's the best place on WhatsApp, and it's probably the greatest
Oh
thing.
mate, I fucking love it. I love it. Every morning, you can guarantee you've got Martin shouting good morning, you've got John shouting good morning, you've got Baz, Sean, then there's Kingfisher, and then everyone else. Rob's in there every now and again, but he just likes his TikTok shot.
I think that's the good thing about the WhatsApp group as well, though. You can not talk for days and then just pop your head in, and you're in the middle of a conversation before you know it. You go, oh fucking hell,
That's it.
I like the fact that you maybe get the regular people speaking in it, and then like me and you say, Baz, we dip in and out. And then I quite like the fact that you can get just some random name that you haven't seen for maybe 2 months, and they'll just come in and gone, hey guys, I'm hearing a bit of a problem here. I'm looking for painting these windows. What are you recommending them? The customer's wanting them this colour. And it'll no matter that the name could be fucking Peter. There's 10 different ideas, or yes, super deck, yes, exterior aquaguard, yes, all coat. The group's there to support, whether it's you get in, you get out what you put in, but then if you're not putting very much in, we're still there for you, like.
Yeah.
Yeah, to be fair, I like it because, I mean, I'm not going to go into detail out, but there's a couple of people who've had a bit of an hard shit. Boys, the girls, everyone's come together. It's like a bit of a family.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like, if you're having a shit day, everyone in there will just pick each other up.
100%.
I'll be completely honest with you, mate. I don't really socialise with people outside of work or out like that.
Yeah.
I ain't got the biggest friends list. My friends are in group. I've made more friends inside the group than I have in real world.
Yeah.
And I like it like that because these people in the group, I know for a fact they're solid. Like if I need a chat, I can approach them. If I need advice, like you said, just asking the group. God, I ask all the time about products and things like that because we've all got different experiences, and it's always good to share knowledge. Tradies need to stick together. Like there's too much stigma between he's a painter and decorator, he's stealing my work and stuff like that.
Exactly.
We're doing the same job. We're all trying to eat. We're all trying to feed us families. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because we used to, like, me and Baz separately would go into the paint and decorating shows to get freebies. That's basically you turned up to the paint and decorating shows for. And now we go into the paint and decorating shows to socialise.
I literally only go to socialise.
I wanted to come this year, but I couldn't make it this year, and I was fucking gutted because I kept seeing everyone. Right, I'm on my way, and I'm like, fuck you lot of you.
Yeah, sure.
I know. I need to make a better effort for next year because I really was bad at managing my time before my holiday, and I knew how much work I had to get through, and it wasn't going to be feasible. Work has to. Family comes first. Work comes second.
Yeah, 100%.
Definitely. No, I think. Is there anything you want to add, Sean?
Just to say that, remember, folks, that the Decorators Den has the biggest discount for Toad tapes right now. We've got 15% off, so your normal ambassadors only get 10%. So Deck Den 15, sorry. So that's DECDEN 15. Put that in as your promo code, and you'll get 15% off. So if you buy
if you've tried it and it didn't work, it will work now because they haven't got the 30% promo on anymore. It will work now. It wasn't working through the promo, but it will work now.
Yep. So for example, you buy 100 quid's worth of paint, you're going to get £15 off just for our promo code. We don't receive.
We don't get any commission from it, but
Toad
nice.
Tapes are kind enough to sponsor the podcast, and they've renewed their sponsorship again recently, and we're delighted to have them on board because they're a great brand, and we've got exciting things coming up. Let's just say that. That's it.
Definitely.
And thank you very much, Luke, for coming on at short notice. You were a substitute
Thanks for having me.
and a very much wanted substitute, by the way. So, great episode.
Appreciate it.
Great fun.
Well, I'll get the other half in on next one.
Definitely.
I think once she watches it and sees, what's what. She's watched a couple of the episodes and things like that. I made her sit and watch the Speed King one with me. It's out in fucking stitches. But she will come on. So we'll get her on at some point.
Definitely, because I want to hear her side. She might come on and say you're an absolute bastard to work with.
Oh, she probably will, and I bet I could shout her now, and I could say, right, Baz and Sean, want to ask you what it's like. She'll probably turn around and say it's fucking hell. But she likes it. I don't care. She likes it. She's stuck with it.
She must have been because she married you.
Yeah, that's it. The only thing is, now she's stuck with fucking half at profits.
Yeah.
But no, it's been.
I just wanted to say, whatever platform you're listening on, share the link, or listening or watching, share the link to your socials. It'll massively help us out. Because I've been doing quite a bit of researching recently. Obviously trying to grow the podcast without having to pay for advertising and shit like that. I'm too stingy for that.
That's my line.
Too stingy.
Aye.
That's Scott thing though, isn't it?
But
It might have been wisely, aren't
yeah, I've been doing quite a bit of research, and just you sharing a link to an episode, or even just reposting a clip or sticking it on your story, it's like a spider web. It all fucking connects. So you might add it to your story. Someone will like that and go, oh, I'll add that to my story, and then they've got them people seeing it. So if you enjoy the podcast, please help us out and show your support. I know there's a lot of people that are regularly liking and commenting and stuff like that, but I feel like anyway it isn't pushing people towards the actual platform. So if you can stick the link on, even if you fucking put a clip onto your story and then add the link to the episode on, that'd be a massive help. Don't feel obliged. Just thought I'd mention it because I've been doing quite a lot of research. Yeah?
Sound.
Oh, that was to everyone, not to you guys. Like.
Oh, I know. Well,
I just thought I'd reply because it just goes no open space. I thought I'd fill it.
Yeah. So, any last words?
Hey, that's a good looking sausage, that.
Fucking brainer.
Right. No, seriously now, any actual last words?
I can't think about that. Cheers for having us on.
It's been an absolute pleasure, Luke. I mean, we've been wanting you on for a while. There's a few people who we've wanted to get on for a while, like, but we've got to we can't just do everyone all at once, otherwise we'd have no podcast.
No, that's it, mate. Definitely.
But no, it's been an absolute pleasure, and I'm glad you came on.
No worries, mate.
That it? So,
that's it, I think.
I've been Baz, that's been Sean, we've been the Decorators Den. Tune in Monday nights at 7 PM. Good day.
Bye-bye.
See you later.